Day trading truths. Today, we're going to start a new series where I'm going to talk about things that I've learned over the last 5 years as a day trader, things that will relate for beginner traders, for expert traders. Everybody is going through pretty much the same thing when it comes to trading. That's the emotional battle, the mental battle, the battle of taking profits. And today, we have one simple truth to talk about, and I think it's one of the most important ones to understand, and it's very, very easy to think about or to say, but is it easy for you to do? We're going to talk about it right here in this video, so make sure you stay tuned. What's going on, guys? Patrick here. Today we're talking about day trading truths, and for the first video of this series, I think it's perfect. And for the first video of this series, I think we gotta talk about probably one of the easiest rules to follow, one of the simplest ideas, and it's very, very easy, guys. Are you ready for it? You're probably gonna be like, well, it's gonna be something crazy that I need to learn. No, it's very simple. It's small profits add up. So if you make $50 a day for 100 days trading, that's $5,000 in profit. But the first day you made $50. It doesn't seem like a lot, right? I made $50. Okay, cool. Wow, I spent 6 hours, I made $50. But the thing about it is with trading is a marathon. Trading is all about longevity. It's about staying in the game, being ready for those opportunities when they present themselves, where you're going to have an amazing opportunity. Maybe a stock goes up 300%. Maybe the market goes up 2%. Maybe the market crashes 3%, and you make money on those big moves. But the problem is there's going to be a lot of kind of just either flat days, or there's going to be, small movement days. There might be days where you don't trade. But staying alive and being able to weather the storm and go through the ups and the downs, that's the biggest battle when it comes to trading. And I think the biggest secret for that, or the most important secret for that, is being okay with small profits. When I first started trading back in 2016, I had one simple idea, and that idea was that I wanted to get rich, right? I had a small amount of money, and I want to turn a small amount of money into a lot of money, and that was always my idea going into the trading day. I traded 3 times ETFs, I traded crypto, I traded options, I traded small caps, I traded the penny stocks. I did every possible scenario to try to make a quick return that I could possibly do until now, here in 2022, I've learned that, well, Patrick, chasing big gains will only lead you to big losses, right? But if you go into the trading day with one idea, and that's, I'm going to take my small profits, I'm going to walk away, and I'm going to be totally fine with that. Hey, if you guys are still watching, do me one big favor, hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below. Also, if you want to learn more about the broker that I'm using, Interactive Brokers, I'll put a link down below. You can see the charts and everything behind me right here. Trading options, making a little bit of money every day goes a long way. I have a strategy. My strategy works. If I know I'm consistent in this strategy, I can do that for 100 days, making $50 a day, walking away with $5,000 in profit in 100 days. It does seem like, wow, oh, Patrick spent 100 days to make $5,000. But the thing is, let's say you spent 100 days and you lost $50,000. Who's the bigger loser? If you're the guy who now has lost $50,000 in 100 trading days versus the guy who was like, hey, I took my $50 profit and now I have $5,000. Who's the bigger fool at this point? I know people might make fun of guys for only making a small amount of profit, but those small profits do add up. And what it'll allow you to do as a new trader is focus on learning, right? Instead of focusing on making thousands and thousands of dollars every day, people should really, when they first start trading, should just be focused on learning to trade. So those small profits can add up. They add up. They add up. And before you know it, you're like, wow, all I need to do to scale this is just increase my size, or maybe hold a little longer. I can have different, thesis based on whatever my strategies is, based on, what I'm doing. But in general, the longer that you're in the game, the longer that you're able to sit here and survive the market, the more you're going to learn. I'm a much better trader today in 2022 versus when I was starting out in 2016. In 2016, I would just buy a stock and I would cross my fingers. I would hope and pray that it would go up in value. And now I can sit here and really look for good setups. I can look for overall setups that I know that, 60, 70% of the time that these setups, when they appear on the chart, they normally go up or they go down based on what the setup is. And that's all I need. I don't need to be 100% correct, and I don't need to make a 100% return every single day on my account. I only need small gains, small gains, small gains. Those small gains, if you do it consistently, like I said, will make you a better trader. It will build your confidence as a trader, and it will build your overall trading strategy, because now if you take small gains, you also learn to cut off small losers. Instead of bag holding, you have people that basically, I've done this. I mean, I used to do this. What I would do is I'd get into a trade. I would be up $200 on the trade. And then all of a sudden it would drop down. Now I'm in the red. Well, all I want to do is I want that big profit, right? So I'm going to hold. I'm going to hold, I'm going to hope, and I'm going to pray. And then all of a sudden I'm down $500. And before you know it, I'm down $1,000. So that $200 profit trade is now costing me $1,000 and I'm in the red. What do? I keep hoping, I keep praying. But if I focus on, number one, taking my small profits, when I get into a trade and it goes against me, I'm like, hey, look, I've been consistently taking these small profits for the last 2 or 3 weeks. Why would I not cut off this small loser now? Because the last thing I want to do is go and hope and pray and hope, right? I'm going to take my small profits. I'm going to focus on small profits over and over and over. Obviously, as you become a better trader, you want to increase your size. You want to increase your overall strategy, your risk, your reward, and all that, and you figure out a better way to do it. But in the beginning, even as a long-term investor, taking small profits is never a bad strategy. Taking profits when they present themselves is never a bad strategy, and that's something that people should really focus on, something that I've been really focused on, and that's very, very easy to think about. If I just continuously take small profits, small profits, small profits, small profits, I can make money in the long run. But if I'm continuously just chasing massive gains and then also making massive losses, I'm going to get to a point where mentally, emotionally, everything is just not going to work out. I'm going to end up blowing up my account. I'm going to go on a bender. I'm going to go on tilt. And before you know it, I'm now in the negative $5,000 instead of being up $5,000 in 100 days. So very simple. Take those small profits, my friends. Don't be afraid to take profit. Also, be okay with having small winners, having small profit days. Set a goal. And I hate to say set a goal for a day, but you got to get to a point where you're like, hey, I made $100 a day. That's awesome. I did it. There was some really good setups. I made the trades. I found the setups. I found what I needed to do, and I got it done. Remember, day trading is a job. It's not gambling. We're not out here just hoping and praying and let's put money on this. Let's buy this. Let's hope this goes up in the value and we're going to get rich. It's the small gains over and over and over and over, continuously small gains over and over and over. Remember, you're going to have red days. There will be red days. It's going to happen. But the key here is keeping those red days small as well, my friends. So if you guys haven't already, do me one favor, hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below. I will talk to you guys later on. Hey, if you guys want to learn more about the broker, if you guys are still watching, do me one big favor, hit that like button, subscribe button, all the buttons down below. Also, if you want to learn more about the broker that I'm using, Interactive Brokers, I'll put a link down below. You can see the charts and everything behind me right here. Trading options, making a little bit of money every day goes a long way.